sisiguraduhin po ng BARC, ng buong Committee on Appropriations at ng buong Kongreso na ang bawat piso na maipapasok po sa budget ng taong 2026 ay mapupunta sa mga proyekto at programa na pinaka-kinakailangan na ating mga kababayan at sisiguraduhin po natin na magagamit po ng tama ang bawat piso mula sa ating mga kababayan. May you please flash on the screen the Excel sheet that will be filled as we go along in today's hearing? Ayan po. Makikita po ng ating mga kasama at ng ating pong mga kababayan na nanonood ngayon na ito po yung blanco na Excel sheet na unti-unti po nating bubuin throughout the deliberations for today. So line by line, department by department, every peso, you will see today how we will put together the 255 billion pesos. So that is our commitment to make sure that everything is transparent. Yun din po yung hinihiling ng ating mga civil society organization partners na makita po yung bawat linya, bawat programa na mapupuntahan ng pondo at kung magkano yung mapupunta sa bawat programa na yon. So makikita nyo po na as we approve line by line, madadagdag po yung proposed program, as well as the approved amount of the BARC. So, yun na po. We just really wanted to highlight that and show that we want to be as transparent and as open as possible for today's deliberations. The next item, I'm actually very excited about because we're going to talk about education. And personally, this is where I also want to funnel a lot of the resources from the 255 billion because we want to make the budget for the fiscal year 2026 budget an education budget. So I would like now to open the floor for any proposals from the body. Hopefully, the first proposal pertains to the increase in the amount that will be allocated towards the establishment of classrooms. Sorry, nanguna na po ako, but I really want that to be the first item for discussion for DepEd because as the President noted in the SONA, there is a shortage of 40,000 classrooms that would need to be filled as soon as possible. And for the first time in a long time, we have ample fiscal space to be able to allocate more towards the basic education facilities program or the BEF program of the Department of Education. So as chair po, I would like to solicit the proposal of the body. Let's please put more funding towards the BEF program so we can build more classrooms, especially in the geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas. With that, may I solicit a suggestion from the body?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Senior Vice Chair Albert Garcia.
Madam Chair, if I may sponsor the agency amendment for the Department of Education, starting with the basic education facility or the construction and completion of classrooms. Madam Chair, the request of the agency is an additional 3.280 billion, Madam Chair. I suggest that we increase this to 10 billion, Madam Chair, highlighting what you said earlier and what our President said before, that there is a backlog of thousands and thousands of classrooms across the nation. So kahit anong halaga po ang ilagay natin dito, Madam Chair, I don't think we will be able to meet the backlog. But we should do the best we can in managing our fiscal space in adding the budget for new and completion of classrooms, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, SBC. Thank you po dahil hinigitan pa natin yung request ng DepEd. I think it's important to highlight that DepEd only requested for 3.28 billion additional for the basic education facilities program. But as SVC was saying, I think we can do better than that. So we can start with 10 billion. But I personally think that we can do even better than that. So if I can solicit more
Madam Chair?
from the body. Sorry,
Chair.
para pong auction, pero
Madam
feeling
Chair?
ko po kasi we can do better eh. Yes po.
Madam Chair.
SDS Suarez, then Chair Pipito Alvarez.
Madam Chair, I'll yield to the veteran legislator, Kong Pepito Alvarez on this.
Madam Chair, even 10 billion is not enough. So would it be all right if we increase it to 20 billion allocation for basic educational facilities with DepEd? Thank you.
Second.
Your second, Madam Chair.
I personally think that that's good. Kasi if we're able to increase the other programs by much, kasi meron pa po kasing ibang requests under DepEd, especially with regard to special education programs. But on the part of BEF, I would be very happy to accommodate 20 billion. Yeah, I think 20 billion. Kung okay lang po, can we increase that a little bit to roughly... Dali, magko-compute lang ako. Pwede po ba mga 21.5? Only because, sorry po, medyo weird lang yung quick computation ko. Kasi ang problema po sa mga classrooms na tinatayo in the previous years, one thing that I've noticed po, tinatayo yung classrooms pero walang furniture. Wala pong dumadating na desks, wala pong dumadating na mga upuan, yung mga bata. So, nandyan yung classroom pero wala po silang uupuan. So, is it okay if we add about 1.5 billion just for the furniture and the fixtures?
I move to revise my motion, Madam Chair.
Apa.
Make it 22.5 billion.
Madam Chair, let's put it in first, then saka na lang natin
sige po.
ayusin. If I may
Opo,
suggest.
Sige po.
Object to available.
Okay, subject to available fiscal space. But I think the wisdom of the BARC is we want to keep it at least at 20 billion pesos. So
Yes.
we can do a few adjustments na lang po once we finish it. But there is a motion to add 22.5 billion pesos to the budget of DepEd for the basic education facilities program. So that comprises new construction and completion, rehabilitation, and school desks and fixtures.
Madam Chair, I think different yon yung
Yes.
magkaiba yon.
Yes, so we can talk about it later po
Okay, thank
sa
you, Madam
BARC. Once we've agreed on the final amount, try nating hatiin across the three. So, okay, there is a motion. Is there any second?
Second.
There is a resounding second on the matter.
Yes.
Natuwa naman po ako, ang bilis natin na, of
Madam
course,
Chair,
this is
kahit
for
nga 30
education.
billion, okay, depende.
We'll see later
That's
po
fine.
how high we can go. But there is a motion, duly seconded. The motion is carried. The proposal to add 22.5 billion pesos to the basic education facilities program of the Department of Education is hereby carried.
Madam Chair,
Yes po. Ay, sorry, we just wanted to highlight po siguro very important on the part of CHED, DepEd. We would like to raise this. I'm sure the agency is watching as well. We have almost provided more than 6 times of your original request. So 3.3 billion lang po yung request ng DepEd, but we're giving them 22.5 billion. So we'd like to request the officials of DepEd to please start thinking about how you can fast track the implementation of the classrooms, because we're all in agreement that we want to do this to expedite expedite addressing the shortage in classrooms. Kaso lang po paminsan medyo nadidelay. So we'd like to request DepEd to please make sure that this can be implemented in the quickest way possible po.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
SDS JJ Suarez, and then SVC Abet, and then Kong Brian Po, and then Kong Arnie
Madam
Fuenterola.
Chair, I just want to clarify, no? So we're not just adding funds for the construction of new classrooms in school buildings. We're also adding funds for the procurement of school desks. So matatapos na yung kwento ng mga classrooms na walang laman na desk. Tama po ba yun?
Exactly, SDS.
Okay.
That is actually the reason why I requested the body for an additional 1.5 billion pesos kasi gusto ko na po matapos yung ganong istorya na meron yung pong classroom yung mga bata pero nakaupo sila sa sahig kasi wala pong dumadating na mga upuan at mga table para sa mga bata. So hopefully with this initiative that we're doing na bukod sa classroom sinisigurado na po natin na may additional allocation for school desks or furniture. Sana po hindi na po ulit mangyari yung ganun.
Okay. In line with that, Madam Chair, just a small request. Baka kakayanin ng budget, lagyan na rin natin, siguraduhin na rin natin na yung mga classrooms, may electric fan man lang para komportable. Oh, I'll defer to Senior Vice Chairman Abet on this.
Po, yung 22.5 billion po that we approved, that includes the new construction, completion, rehabilitation, and fixtures. So we need to talk to DepEd that when they program the works, they do the program for these classrooms, kailangan po kompleto na yan. Pati nag-request nga po iba, dapat may solar panels na, dapat kompleto na yung tangke para po meron na talagang plumbing and sewage yung mga school buildings. So we'll talk to DepEd to make sure that the classrooms are designed in a way na kompleto na po talaga. Because we're giving them, I think, the highest funding ever for the basic education facilities program. So meron po tayong pagkakataon na maayos na po yung mga kakulangan dati sa implementation ng mga classrooms.
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Kayo pa ba? Ay, SVC Abet
Yes.
Garcia.
Madam Chair, importante po yung sinabi nyo kanina na heads up yung DepEd na dahil malaki yung pondo na mapupunta for classrooms to prepare as early as now for the swift implementation ng sa ganon ay maramdaman kagad ng ating mga kabataan, ng ating mga guro, lalo na kasama yung mga magulang, nitong classrooms na darating sa kanilang mga public schools. On top of that, Madam Chair, gusto ko lang po i-highlight, on top of the 22.5 billion that was approved by the committee, by the subcommittee, sa NEP po nila meron pang 28 billion. So, that's on top of the 22.5 billion. So talagang with the swift implementation, talagang mararamdaman po ito ng ating mga elementary schools, high schools sa bawat barangay sa ating bansa. Pero gusto ko rin pong i-highlight na malayo pa po ito sa backlog na ating tina-target. Pero very substantial na po ito, Madam Chair. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope we can sustain this level. Yun talaga yung hope ko in the next years. Kasi ang estimate po yata over 100 billion yung kakailanganin to be able to address the gap in classroom shortage.
150, Madam Chair.
150 po ba? 150 billion. So, little by little po, we will work towards that. But ito po siguro, if we do a quick math, siguro ilang classrooms to?
Madam Chair,
25.
I have the numbers.
Go ahead.
2.5 million pesos per classroom, where if this budget carries at 48.4 billion pesos, that means we'll be able to provide 19,360 classrooms. That's the equivalent of 11.73%
Of the
of
shortage.
the backlog.
Of the backlog.
That is the largest bump that we've ever seen for DepEd. If we can carry this until the end. And I think we should. Kasi ito yung gusto ng mga tao eh. Dagdagan natin ang budget ng DepEd for things that matter, including the classroom shortage.
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Yes, who would like to go first? Okay, Representative.
Kung matanda ka, mauna ka na.
Sige po, Representative Momo and then
Yeah.
Representative At.
Po.
Madam Chair, dahil sa volume, sa laki ng numbers of classrooms to be constructed in 2026, can we allow other agencies of government to implement? Dahil kung DPWH lang yan, baka mabulunan ang DPWH. Can we allow LGUs as well as DepEd themselves to do the construction?
Yes, actually, there is a special provision. I have spoken to Secretary Sonny Angara with regard to this. So there is a special provision in the DepEd budget for fiscal year 2026, wherein there would be 3 ang linagay po nila. Aside from DepEd and DPWH, ay 4 actually, DepEd, DPWH, LGUs, and PPPs. So there are now 4 modes that can be utilized to implement the classroom. So hopefully po, we know what has transpired in the past. Nagkaroon po ng malaking delays because, again, there was a huge bottleneck on the part of DepEd and DPWH both. So now, hopefully, by increasing the modes to include LGUs and PPPs, I hope the implementation of the classroom build-outs would be faster po.
However, they should implement the same plans and specifications, Madam Chair.
Yes po. Ang usapan po namin ni Secretary Sonny, because I also raised that concern, that how about the supervision? How do we make sure that the quality is upheld despite
Using the same plans, Madam Chair.
dapat po same plans and dapat responsibility pa rin po ng DepEd to make sure that the quality is okay. So dapat meron silang manpower within DepEd. There are engineers. There's an engineering department within each of the SDSs, the SDOs, sorry, the SDOs. So yun po yung itatap. Dapat pagalawin po talaga nila yun para mag-inspect. Representative Alvarez and then
Yeah, Madam
Representative
Chair,
Fernandez.
in relation to the suggestion of Congressman Momo, I would highly suggest to Secretary Angara, and it should be put on record, that the involvement of LGUs should be much pronounced. Why? Because the LGUs can create so many fiscal space, like the provincial governor giving gratuitous permits to the various towns to use sand and gravel for free, so that the 2.5 million per classroom will be expanded to more facilities like ventilador, like solar lights. Marami pong madadagdag yung LGU. Mas lalo na kung i-involve yung governor doon sa province, marami ang ambag din ng governor's office para punuin yung mga backlog ng mga eskwelahan. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. Representative Fuentabella and then
Just in
Representative
addition with a special provision, regarding Madam Chair, baka pwedeng ilagay for school desk and equipment. Because what happened before, iba yung bidding ng procurement ng equipment, iba yung bidding ng transportation. So, doon nagka-problema. So, we make sure na dapat yung procurement, Madam Chair, is yung delivery and procurement is iisa lang. Just for the record,
Thank you,
Madam Chair.
Representative Fuentabella. I spoke to Undersecretary Terjiv Olivar from DepEd because I believe he's handling the infrastructure component. So I requested for, kasi nga po nakita ko yung problema doon sa delivery at saka availability ng furniture. So I requested for a quotation as to how much it's gonna be. Dapat all-in na yon per classroom. So pag prinogram po yung classroom, it has to already include that. So we'll make sure po that it's both the procurement and the transportation of these school desks and other fixtures.
Thank you, Madam.
Okay, Representative Ong Xuan.
Let us not forget one important part regarding the toilet facilities of each classroom. Under the Gender and Development Program, we should have an all-gender toilet facility already in place. So isa po yan sa pinaka-important sa plano to put emphasis on
We
it.
will flag that to DepEd just to make sure that the program takes that into account.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay,
So with
any
that, Madam
other
Chair,
comments?
I move for the approval of the budget, 32.5 billion.
Second.
There is a motion duly seconded to increase the budget for the basic education facilities by 22.5 billion pesos. The motion has been duly seconded and there is no objection. Thereby, the motion is carried. Na-rule ko na pala kanina yun, di ba? Nag-double ruling tayo. Okay lang, double ruling.
So, 45 billion na.
Parang I remember banging the gavel for it a while ago, tapos pumalakpak pa nga tayo, di ba? But that's how passionate we are. That's how passionate we are about increasing the number of classrooms that can be built and addressing the classroom shortage. So, yun po. Any other, aside from the BF program, I believe
Yes.
a lot has been raised during the committee hearing. So, SVC Albert Garcia.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since nasakop na po nung additional 22.5 billion yung repairs and school desks, I will move to the next item, Madam Chair, proposed by the agency. Ito po yung para sa Indigenous Peoples Education Program or IPED. They are requesting an additional 79.615 million para dito sa program na ito. Ito po yung para sa special education po ng ating mga brothers and sisters na indigenous all across the country na nasa far-flung areas, nasa sa mga hard-to-reach area, geographically difficult to reach area. So, special funds for the logistics of, aside from the education, para sa programang ito. So, I move that we approve, Madam Chair, yung kanilang request na 79.615.
Second, Madam Chair.
But before that, Madam Chair, magtatanong lang ako, para saan ito? Ito ba'y additional teacher ng IPED? Because IPED, kung mga teachers ito, they will take teachers coming from the indigenous communities. So kung additional teacher ba ito or what?
Additional teacher. Hindi, iba to eh.
Hindi, iPad.
iPad to eh.
iPad.
So, thank you, Chair Momo, for your question. So, ito po yung programs under the IPED. It's the development of additional contextualized lesson plans and learning resources. That's one. Two, revision of existing lesson plans and learning resources to align with new curriculum. And three, workshop for new teachers and school heads assigned in IPED implementing school. Additional funds for the development of strategic plan for the second decade of IPED, national roadmap for the development and utilization of comprehensive rapid literacy assessment or CRLA, tools for IP languages and guidelines on the contextualization of the SHS curriculum for IPED. So, I guess ito yung challenge na magkaiba yung language, kailangan pa natin i-translate para mas ma-absorb ng ating mga learners, plus the logistical challenge dahil nasa malalayong lugar po yung ating mga brothers and sisters in the indigenous communities.
I second to the motion.
Thank you very much. I think it's clear that all of us recognize the need for this. Meron na pong nakalagay sa NEP actually for IPED, right? Secretariat, how much is in the NEP? How much? 74? Currently in the NEP, there is 74,821,000 for the IPED, but we are doubling that by putting in an additional 79,615 billion. So, million. So, yun po yung kagandahan nun. We're more than doubling the budget for the IPED program. And there's a collective recognition on the part of the BARC as to the importance of this. There is a motion, duly seconded. The motion is carried. The budget, proposal to increase the budget of the Indigenous Peoples Education Program, or IPED, under the Department of Education by 79,615,000 is hereby carried.
Maraming salamat, Madam Chair.
Any other po
Yes.
for DepEd?
If I may
SBC?
move to the next item, Madam Chair. Ito po yung ARAL program. So the agency is requesting for additional budget for teaching overload for this program. Yung ARAL program, Madam Chair, ito po yung parang summer ng ating mga estudyante, yung mga struggling students na hard to cope during the school season. So, meron po silang summer program para makahabol, para pagdating po ng bagong school year, ay up to speed na po sila. So, humihingi po ang, may request po dito ang ating DepEd, and I recommend that we give an additional or allocate an additional 579.551 million to this program, Madam Chair.
Siguro SVC, if I may lang po, because if you would see po, there are two proposals of DepEd with regard to the ARAL program, di ba? One is, if I'm not mistaken, SVC, the first one pertain to the teachers who are going to take on the additional work of
That is
tutoring.
correct, Madam
And
Chair.
the other one are non-DepEd teachers who will also embark on the tutoring.
That is correct,
So may I inquire po, SVC, would you also have a proposal with regard to the other segment of the ARAL program?
Yes. For the next ARAL program, may request din po sila for the non-teaching tutors, non-DepEd teachers that would tutor yung ating students for the ARAL program. May request din po sila for this, and actually it's quite high. But I would recommend a 984.011 million increase on top of this. Ito po, Madam Chair, yung mga maaring nasa private school, teachers, pero pag summer wala silang trabaho at dahil kulang din po yung teachers natin currently in the DepEd, sila po yung nagpipitch in during summer. So the DepEd is requesting additional funds in order to pay them to teach our struggling learners, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, SVC. I think it would be good to tackle these two together kasi po yung una, both of them pertain to the ARAL program. The first, as mentioned by SVC, are DepEd teachers who will take on the additional work of tutoring, and the other one would be non-DepEd teachers, private or even volunteer talaga, di ba? Volunteers who would like to participate in the ARAL program. There is a proposal for each of the two, and SBC, your proposal would be?
For the ARAL program, dun po sa overload teachers, teaching overload pay, I would suggest an amount of 579.55 million. And for the, yeah, 579.551 million. And for the non-DepEd ARAL tutors compensation, I suggest, Madam Chair, a 984.011 million.
So we're giving for the two po, because I'm seeing here that the original proposals would be 1.16 for the overload and 1.97 for the non-DepEd ARAL tutors. So we're giving half of each po, tama?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. There is a motion. We'll rule on it separately. We'll first do the additional budget for teaching overload pay for the implementation of the ARAL program. These pertain to the DepEd teachers. There is a proposal from SVC Abet Garcia on behalf of DepEd to increase the budget for ARAL by 579,551,000.
Second.
The motion has been duly seconded. The motion is carried. For the next one po, the next segment, the basic education curriculum non-DepEd ARAL tutors compensation. There is a proposal from SVC Abet Garcia. Sorry, SVC, can you make a motion, please?
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you very much. May I move that we approve the amount of 984.011 million for the non-DepEd ARAL tutors compensation.
Second.
There is a motion, duly seconded. The motion is carried. The budget of the ARAL, non-DepEd ARAL tutors compensation program is hereby increased by 984 million. 11,000. Tama? Tama?
Yes,
Yan.
yes, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Baka po nagtataka yung lahat, bakit po medyo specific yung numbers. We literally just halved. So it's 50% of the original proposal of DepEd. That's why the numbers are a little bit weird. Kasi po it's literally 50% of the proposal of DepEd. And I think the way that they came up with this, may specific number of teachers. Kaya kaya hindi rounded yung figures. I think that's the same for the proposal. I can't ask he's not here right now but I think that's also the reason why the figures for AIX and TUPAD and STEP are not round figures kasi po merong assumption as to the number of beneficiaries. Okay. Sige po. Any other SBC on
Yes,
the part
Madam
of
Chair.
DepEd?
I move to the next item. Ito po yung program that are very familiar to all of us, especially sa ating mga schools and LGUs. Ito po yung flexible learning options, yung ADM, ALS, and EIE. So ito po yung alternative learning modes, yung mga out-of-school youth na gusto pang makapagtapos ng elementary at high school na napag-iwanan po. At yung iba nagtatrabaho or inuna yung trabaho na gustong magkaroon ng diploma. So, familiar po ito sa ating lahat because our constituents ay marami nag-a-avail nitong programang ito. So, they are requesting for a 306 million peso increase. Madam Chair, and I suggest dagdagan natin ng konti yung kanilang request to 308 million, Madam Chair. But of course, kung ano yung pleasure ng ating mga kasamahan sa BARSI. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Second,
Okay, I just wanted to check
Kahit
on
2
that
million
lang
lang
po.
yung dagdag,
Because,
Madam Chair.
yun nga eh, do we, I was wondering kasi it's 306 million that was approved. Sorry, but that was requested.
Chair?
Are we doing 308 or 306
can we
muna?
do 306?
306 na lang.
306, Madam Chair.
Can we keep it muna po at the level
Yes,
requested?
I defer to the wisdom of my colleagues, Madam Chair.
Apo.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
I'm a little bit worried lang po kasi going over for these particular programs. Baka po kasi may specific computation
Yes.
yung DepEd as to how they came about this. Baka mag-over tayo, the capacity. So is it okay, SVC, if we retain the 306, which is the whole amount requested by DepEd?
I agree, Madam Chair.
Okay.
So we amended to 306. Move for the approval of 306 million, Madam Chair.
There is a motion, duly seconded. The motion is carried. The budget for the flexible learning options, ADM, ALS, EIE, under DepEd is hereby increased by 306 million pesos.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the next item, the Madrasa Education Program, I would like to defer to our Deputy Majority Leader, Zia Adyong, for this program.
Thank you, Senior Vice Chair Garcia. Madam Chair, in line with the objective of the previous programs of DepEd that we had just increased their budget, Indigenous Peoples Education Program, the Madrasa Education Program is also included in the DepEd's basic education, Madam Chair, precisely to acknowledge that there are also Ostajis, meaning those who have graduated from Arabic, who can be of support to integrate Muslim communities in the mainstream Filipino society. That essentially is the idea of the Madrasa program. And not only do we have that concentration in the BARM, but we also acknowledge, Madam Chair, that other areas that are not predominantly Muslims do have a residents who are from from the Mindanao, from Muslim, who also profess the same language, religion, and those who are also to be employed in order to be given the opportunity to help the educational sector. So, Madam Chair, DepEd requested for an additional, because they already have in the NEP, they already have a budget in the NEP, so they are requesting for additional 26,250,000. Madam Chair, with the indulgence of the members of this committee, I would request that we approve the budget that is requested by DepEd to increase the funding for the madrasa education program. From that of the NEP, on top of the net, additional 26,250,000, Madam Chair.
Second, Madam Chair.
There is a motion, duly seconded. The motion is carried. The full request of the Department of Education with regard to increasing the budget of the Madrasa Education Program by 26,250,000 is hereby carried. The request approved. Mali yung ruling ko. The request is hereby approved. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. May I move now, Madam Chair, to the next item, another very important item. It is the school-based feeding program. Alam naman natin kung gaano ka-importante po ito dahil minsan pag pumapasok ng gutom yung ating mga estudyante at walang sustansya, maaaring hindi natututo sa ating mga classroom. And this also results to the stunting of our students. At kapag nangyari ito, talagang disadvantaged na po sila hanggang lumaki sila. So this is a very important program. They are requesting for a huge amount of 3,011,639,000 pesos, but I know that this is a very important program, but given the fiscal space that we're in, which is very limited, at ang laki naman ng ating itinulong sa classrooms, I would recommend, Madam Chair, half of what they requested in the amount of 1,528,978,000, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Representative Pope.
We can't simply just slash that budget in half. Because I know the request is big at 3 billion, Madam Chair, but the difference between that and 1.5 billion, based on my estimates, at 220 days of feeding at 25 pesos per meal, you're looking at 269,000 students that could have been a part of the program, but won't be if you're slashing it in half, Madam Chair.
Let me just quickly check the details of the request. I'm going back to the master list of their requests. Because I remember they had a breakdown of that. 1 second.
And Madam Chair, baka they mention how they will implement the 3 billion also. Because it's a huge one.
Sa alam ko kasi, Madam Chair, it's 220 feeding days and it's 25 pesos per meal.
Sige. Madam Chair, while you're looking for the specifics, SVC, I would like to agree with you. But the implementation, again, yun lang yung reservation ko. Because what happened before, centralized sila, minsan dumarating na yung mga pagkain, gulay, for feeding program, bulok na. So, if we may, if we can implement it by region or provincial, is much better. But before, nagkakaroon sila ng MOA with the mayors. So, yung local government units, yung nag-implement nun, ng feeding program, mas mabilis, expeditious yung paggawa, and plus, yung mayor mismo, na kung pumalpak yun, toda siya sa constituent niya. So, it's just a mode of implementation. So, I hope we can put it in the special provision regarding the implementation of the feeding program.
Po. Nahanap na po namin ni SVC yung breakdown nung request nila na 3 billion.
Yes.
So, SVC, if you may, please share with the body.
Yeah. may I inform the body of the breakdown ng kanilang request na 3 billion. So this involves 1.88 billion to feed 3 million learners for additional 25 days. Aside from that, 29.9 million to feed 7,276 adolescents' mother of nutritious food product in 60 days and hot meals in 30 days. In addition to that, another 1.1 billion to provide additional program support fund to ROs and SDOs for the cost of hauling. And contingency funds for regular component, milk component, CKGPP, and winds and cold storage. So marami po dito yung for logistical support. And may I add, ang model po dito ng DepEd, if I may add, is yung province of Bataan who does the feeding program on its own. And they do it very efficiently. Kaya tama yung sinabi ni Rep. Fuentebella na for efficiency, maganda mag-partner with the LGUs dahil talagang kung hindi, masisiraan ka talaga pag too much centralized. We need partners on the ground that can deliver this service to our learners.
Would that be, because if I may po, SVC, kasi yung mismong component, sorry SVC, hearing ko po muna ulit. Ito po kasi, the allocation out of the 3 billion that was requested that pertain directly to feeding the learners is roughly about 1.8. The others actually more of logistics. So I would, if it's okay po, with the indulgence, we focus on the allocation around the actual feeding program.
Well, para sa akin, as long as we maintain the actual feeding program, if you're telling me it's 1.8, then can we at least keep it at 1.8?
Review.
Siguro, Madam Chair, baka we can keep it at 1.8 muna, and then if there's really no fiscal space, then let's review the proposal ulit of the BARC to bring it down to 1.5.
So we now have 2 items that is approved conditionally. Kanina po, it's the STEP program of TESDA, and this one, for now, we will approve 1.88, but can we park that? So the other alternative is to entertain the initial proposal of SVC Garcia, which is half of the original proposal of DepEd.
Yes,
which is
Madam Chair,
3.1.
maybe we can just put an asterisk para mas madali natin makita.
Yes. Can you please, Comsec, may please highlight that? So it's 1.88 billion. Let's put for now 188. And 188. There. 18. And then on the side, can you also put the alternative as 50% of 3011? Half of the proposal there.
Madam Chair? Madam Chair, if I understood it correctly, I guess the explanation of Senior Vice Chairs kanina in response to Kong Brian was that the increase was mostly on the logistics because there's challenges.
Yeah.
If we carry on the proposal of Congressman Fuentebella to download, kasi actually that would help the community eh. If you do the bidding process, the supply, you would help the local trade in that community. You will help the market, and that would substantially address the concern of
And that has been done before.
Congressman Brian.
Madam Chair, I agree with both of the congressmen. Tama naman po. If we get the LGUs involved, it strengthens the local community and commerce.
It's also important to highlight that actually there's a big allocation already in the NEP for the school-based feeding program. I think around 11 billion. There's already 11 billion there.
Madam Chair.
So we're just supplementing it actually.
Yes, actually, I think it's important for our kababayans watching to know that what we're debating is really just the increase, no?
Yeah.
And that even at the NEP alone, we're maintaining already the school-based feeding program, we're actually increasing. If we go with the proposal of our senior vice chair, we will go from 11 billion to more than 13 billion pesos in school-based feeding. So really, I agree that we should increase, but as much as possible, I want to maintain the 1.8.
Sige, we'll try that. I think, thank you for highlighting that, Representative Poe. So we are now going above the 2025 GAA level for school-based feeding program. So we're increasing it by about 2 billion right now, given the proposal of SBC Garcia. So may I solicit a motion for the 1.88 billion?
I second.
Okay.
I move for the approval.
Solicit muna.
Move for the approval of
Okay.
1.88 billion, Madam Chair.
I second the
With a special provision that not only to check the fiscal space, but regarding the implementation of this program.
We'll request from the agency as to how to word the special provision. So
Yes.
we'll get in touch with DepEd with regard to that. But for now, let us first approve the increase in the amount.
And,
But-
and just for the record, Madam Chair, I was a mayor before, ginawa nila dati to.
Okay.
So, walang problema, liquidation, etc. Because kung hindi ka liquidated, una-una makakasuhan ka, hindi makaka-download sa'yo. And sisihin ka rin ng mga estudyante, mga nanay ng mga tao. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, baka the sponsor can bring it up sa plenary kung paano yung implementation.
Yes, so move for approval, Madam Chair.
Second? Any second? There's a motion. Julie seconded. The motion is carried. The budget for the school-based feeding program is hereby increased by 1.88 billion. However, similar to what we did for STEP, that is a conditional approval subject to where we land later on after all the deliberation. So we kind of are looking at a 300 million wiggle room for this. Please also highlight, COMSEC, please highlight STEP under TESDA. So that's the other conditional approval. And then the other one would be school-based feeding program, just the amount. Thank you very much. SBC, any other from
Yes.
DepEd before we open the,
Yes,
the floor?
one final item, Madam Chair, that we prioritized is the special needs education program. Ito po yung program that supports funds to support 40,000 learners with disability in this program, implementing schools through additional resources and intervention plus assessment of learners with disability. So this is a very important program, Madam Chair, and they are asking for, meaning the agency, DepEd, is asking for 193,869,000. And I recommend, pending the wisdom of the body, Madam Chair, to give or allow the recommendation of the Department of Education for this particular program.
Move for the approval, Madam Chair.
Second the motion.
Madam Chair.
There is a motion. Julie seconded. The motion.
Yes, I agree with the
Okay.
motion. Yeah.
All
I
right.
just want to make manifestation, Madam Chair, because I have a daughter who is a special child. The problem with this, I think this program is not really the budget, but how to effectively support children with disability. Unfortunately, in this country, we have a very low number of OT, occupational therapists. Yun ang problema, yung number of availability. Even if you have the budget, but if you don't have the manpower still, hindi na mangyayari. But there are privately run schools that offers services, educational services for the special child na mga privately. Maybe we can also ask DepEd if they can explore the possibility of partnering with this private school so that in terms of backlog, the needed manpower for OT, pwedeng doon na lang yung mga private schools. Because even if you have OT, the skills and the training for those teachers who are to handle 3, 4, 10 special children, dalawang specialty rin, mahirap po i-handle yan. Even the training programs para doon sa mag-handle mga special children. So I would suggest to this body, Madam Chair, that we approve the requested 193 million. But we also to make sure that we support DepEd by also providing them the possible avenue to partner with other privately run schools.
Totally agree.
That is my manifestation, Madam Chair. Thank you. And I second the motion for the approval of this budget.
Thank you very much, Representative Adyong. There is a motion duly seconded. The motion is carried. The budget, the proposal to increase the budget for the special needs education program under the Department of Education by 193,869,000 is hereby carried. ComSec, just wanted to understand also, I just wanted to flag, can we have a separate tab with the suggestions on special provisions? So dalawa na so far, yung una, yung sa step kanina, na kung pwedeng i-decentralize yung procurement, and then the second one pertain to the school feeding program with regard to also decentralizing the procurement.
Madam Chair. Madam
And
Chair.
the special one, kasi the special needs education program, we need to check lang po muna with DepEd. But we can also note that if there's a possibility of creating memoranda of agreement with private institutions who provide occupational therapy. Because I understand that paminsan nandun lang talaga sa private institution. So if we may please check on that as well pertaining to the special needs education program.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Representative Padilla.
Madam Chair, is it possible for us na to have a total of all those proposed increase para alam ng departamento kung magkano talaga yung tinatrabaho natin?
Running balance lang yun, sir.
Running balance, the total in every department.
Okay.
Para po malaman din ng publiko na ito yung pinapriority nating mga programang pinopondohan ng House of Representatives.
Thank you very much, Representative Bolilla. We can easily do that, ComSec. May you please create a running total overall on the right and
Yes.
per department.
Per department.
Running
Yes.
total.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Would that be all, SVC, for DepEd on your
Yes,
side?
Madam Chair, maraming salamat po at maraming salamat sa ating mga kasama.
Thank you very
Madam
much.
Chair.
With that, before we move to the next agency, I would like to open the floor. Apart from the programs that were proposed and advocated for by SVC Abbott Garcia, is there any other program within the DepEd that was requested by the agency that would like to be put on the floor by any of the members of the BARC? Pwede naman to, it doesn't end here. If later on you think you missed something in DSWD, DOLE, or DepEd, pwede pa naman po mamaya. Pero para lang po masystematic lang yung deliberations natin. Alright? No other for DepEd for now. ComSec, may you please show the running total for DepEd? My gosh, yung mata ko. So our running total thus far, total is 77.7 billion pesos, 32 billion in AX, 19 billion total for DOLE and TESDA, and then 26 billion, is that 26? 26.5 billion for DepEd. So, which means we are a third of the way to go. Less than a third. Kasi po 255 billion po yung target natin for today across all the agencies.